And now we want to align and lock our walls to our grid lines. Our vertical aspect of our walls is already being controlled within the wall itself, associated to the level, top of wall, bottom of wall constraint, and then when you attach it to a roof, it also fills in the space just like this. So now what we want to do is go to for instance, top of foundation, which will show us everything above top of foundation cut at about 4'6". So I can zoom in here a little bit. Now I should point out, first of all, I do have my thin lines turned on. If you go to view and you turn thin lines off, you know, it's going to do that, because without that, this is really what you're going to get as far as printing goes. You're not going to get to see the detail that is available when you just turn thin lines on. We can also use our object styles to control the line weights and pen weights with this, as well as it depends on the scale factor that we set our view here as well. But and also we have ourselves set to be fine. So if we set ourselves to coarse detail, we wouldn't see the same detail in the wall. We could also have shading, okay, medium detail, okay, fine detail, usually just makes the hatching more fine, and then we have our scale factor, and then we also have thin lines. So with all of that having said, we can zoom into this intersection, and what I want to do is align and lock. Right now this wall was drawn based on this grid line, but it's not really constrained to that dimension line. We need to do that by align and locking it, and that way when we change our dimension here, it will change the wall location. Okay, so what we'll do is go to our modify tab, we'll use our align tool and say align to this, and then we have to zoom way in here, and we have to hover over this edge right here and go tab and then pick, and we got the wrong edge, so I'm going to just do it again. I'm going to tab, pick, wrong one. Let's try it again, and it is tricky to try to get this correct edge. Click, still not giving me. In fact, I want to align it to the original edge. Not giving it to me. Let's just try this one over here. Align to this grid line. It's already this edge, and I need to grab, you see it's going from exterior to there. Tab, there it is. That one worked. Lock it. Okay, click out, try it again. From here, zoom in, hover, tab. There we go. It's really hard on the eyes. So let's go down to this other intersection. Okay, it'd be a lot easier if it wasn't in interior line work. Align to this grid line. Tab, click, got it, and lock it. Okay, align to this grid line, hover over here, tab, click, lock it. There we go. All of that, because now when I pick on escape on the keyboard, if I pick on this grid line and I change this to be 30 feet, watch what happens. The walls get bigger, click out, and so does my building. Oh, look, the foundation wall needs to be aligned. Let's do it. Top of footing. Go to that plan. Okay, same thing. Watch. This will be easier. Align to here, this guy, lock it. Okay, align to here, this guy, lock it. Align to this grid line, this wall, lock it. Okay, align to this grid line, this, and if you don't get the right one, use your tab key and lock it. Escape. Now back to my 3D view. Okay, the roof is talking to the walls already. So now let's go up here to our views tab. Okay, And let's go in here and just say tile the views. It's going to tile all the views that are open. Okay, all of the different views I've been using. Well, I don't need all of these. I want the 3D view. Okay, this one here is the top of, it won't give it to me there. I think that's top of floor. This one I don't need. That's my top of plate. These are elevational views. I don't need these. We'll leave the, let's get rid of this one and let's get rid of this one. Or I could have said close all windows and opened up just the ones I want and then hit tile. But the thing is, I can just grab these now, pull these guys down. Because in Revit, all of the views are windows. Okay. Pan in each one. So I get a good view. Okay, so now what I can do is this. I can click on this level line. Click on the, oops, not there. I want to tab to select that number and change this to be 8 feet and watch what happens. Building gets smaller, everything happens. Okay, change the height to be 12 feet, click out, everything goes up. Click over here, grab grid line, let's grab grid line 3, change the 27 feet to be 20 feet, click out, my building gets smaller. Click away. Click on the roof in this view, go to its properties, on the top the instance properties, change the slope of that roof to be 912, hit OK, click out. Okay, go back to that roof, edit the footprint, take these two guys here and turn them both into sloping roofs, click out. But the only thing is, I only got one of them, is I'm going to grab them both and I'm going to go into the properties of those individual eaves and I'm going to raise them up off the top of plate by say 4 feet and hit OK, and then finish the roof and click out, and I've got a different roof. And of course my elevation over here, SD on the keyboard, is showing us all that. I probably want to go in here and grab this, pull these guys out a little bit. Okay, might want to pull these grid lines up a little bit as well in this particular view. Okay, so just an example here now of aligning and locking our walls to our grid lines and then using our level lines to flex the model. So let's set it back to a reasonable size. Grab grid line B, set this back to be 26 feet, click out, just a small double car garage, and then let's pick on grid line A and let's change this to be 26. So 26 by 26 foot garage, ready to receive the windows and doors. And I'll just pick on here and tighten this up a little bit. We're ready for our next lesson.